My will reads, fuck this up and I'll haunt you for the rest of your fucking life.
He's following me.
What do you want?
To die.
Somewhere outside the city, I told my mother, you're dead to me.
No, that's not it.
If I could be free of you without having to lose you,
Sometimes that's not possible.
I keep telling people I'm pregnant. They say, how do you do it? What are you taking? I say I drank a bottle of port, smoked some fags, and fucked a stranger.
All lies.
he needs to have a secret, but he can't help telling. He thinks we don't know. Believe me, we know.
A voice in the desert.
He who comes after.
There is something in the way.
Still here.
3 summers ago, I was bereaved. No one died, but I lost my mother.
She had him back.
I believe in anniversaries. That a mood can be repeated, even if the event that caused it is trivial or forgotten. In this case, it's neither.
I will grow older, and it will, something.
I smoke till I'm sick.
Black on white and blue.
When I wake, I think my period must have started, or rather never stopped because it only finished 3 days ago.
The heat is going out of me.
The heart is going out of me.
I feel nothing. Nothing. I feel nothing.
Is it possible?
Sorry?
I'm not a rapist.
David,
Yeah?
I'm a pedophile.
do you remember me?
Yeah?
Looks like a German.
Talks like a Spaniard.
Smokes like a Serb.
You've forgotten.
All things to all men.
I don't think.
Yes.
I couldn't forget.
I looked for you. All over the city.
I really don't.
Yes, yes,
You do.
yes.
Please stop this.
And now I have found you.
Someone has died who is not dead.
And now we are friends.
It's not my fault. It was never my fault.
Everything that happens is supposed to happen.
Where you been?
Here and there,
Leave.
Where?
Now.
there.
Because love by its nature desires a future.
If she'd left,
I want a child.
I can't help you.
none of this would have happened.
Time is passing and I don't have time.
None of it.
No.
None.
In a lay-by on the motorway going out of the city, or maybe in, depending on which way you look, a small dark girl sits in the passenger seat of a parked car. Her elderly grandfather undoes his trousers and it pops out of his pants, big and purple.
I feel nothing. Nothing. I feel nothing.
And when she cries, her father in the back seat says, "I'm sorry. She's not normally like this."
Haven't we been here before?
And though she cannot remember, she cannot forget.
It has
not an older woman.
Older than me, not older per se.
You've fallen in love with someone that doesn't exist.
Tragedy.
Really?
Oh yes,
What do you want?
To die.
To sleep.
no more.
And the bus driver loses it, stops the bus in the middle of the road, climbs out of his cab, strips off his clothes and walks down the street, his cute little ass shining in the sun.
I drink till I'm sick.
Everywhere I go, I see him. I know the plates. I know the car. Does he think I don't know?
You're never as powerful as when you know you're powerless.
I shake when I don't have it.
Bleeding.
Brain melts when I do.
I ran through the poppy field at the back of my grandfather's farm. When I burst in through the kitchen door, I saw him sitting with my grandmother on his lap. He kissed her on the lips and caressed her breast. They looked around and saw me, smiling at my confusion. When I related this to my mother, more than 10 years later, she stared at me ugly and said, "That didn't happen to you. It happened to me. My father died before you were born. When that happened, I was pregnant with you, but I didn't know it until the day of his funeral."
We pass these messages.
Someone somewhere is crying for me, crying for my death.
My fingers inside her, my tongue in her mouth.
I wish to live with myself.
No witnesses.
And if this makes no sense, then you understand perfectly.
It's not what you think.
No, that's not it.
Time after time, same fucking excuse.
Leave.
Come back.
Stay.
Can't have this again.
Stunned.
Stoned.
I have a black side, I know. I have a side so green you will never know.
Have another drink. Another cigarette.
Sometimes the shape of my head alarms me. When I catch sight of it reflected in a darkened train window, the landscape passing through the image of my head. Not that there's anything unusual or alarming about the shape of my head, but it does alarm me.
Why do you do this?
I find it alarming.
There's so little time.
I hate the smell of my own family.
Base 1, base 2, base 3. Bingo.
You'll smell better when you're dead than you do now.
An American woman translated a novel from Spanish into English. She asked her Spanish classmate his opinion of her work. The translation was very bad. He said he would help her, and she offered to pay him for his time. He refused. She offered to take him out to dinner. This was acceptable to him, so he agreed. But she forgot. The Spaniard is still waiting for his dinner.
El dinero viene solo.
Alone.
If love would come.
It's just not me.
Has it ever occurred to you you're looking in the wrong place?
Now.
Never.
No.
It's very nice. Will you make me one?
It's made of eggshells and concrete.
Will you make me one?
Concrete, paint, and eggshells.
I didn't ask what it was made of. I asked if you'd make me one.
Every time I have an egg, I stick the shell on there and spray it.
She sees through walls.
Will you make me one?
Other lives.
mother beats her child savagely because it runs out in front of a car.
You stop thinking of yourself as I. You think of we.
Let's just go to bed.
No, 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 no.
A wish under pressure.
Cry blue murder.
Do not remove your gloves until you leave the last town.
Are you a lesbian?
Oh, please.
I thought that might be why you didn't have children.
Why?
I never met a man I trusted.
Why what?
You trust me?
This has nothing to do with you.
Why what?
I'm not interested in you.
Why what? Why what?
I'm not interested in the first fucking thing about you.
I don't drink. I hate smoking. I'm vegetarian. I don't fuck around. I've never visited a prostitute, and I've never had a sexually transmitted disease other than thrush. This, I'm afraid, makes me a rarity, if not unique.
Look,
Listen.
look, my nose.
What about it?
What do you think?
Broken.
I've never broken a bone in my body,
Like Christ.
but my dad has. Smashed his nose in a car crash when he was 18, and I've got this. Genetically impossible, but there it is. We pass these messages faster than we think, and in ways we don't think possible.
If I was...
Hurry up, please. It's time.
And don't you think that a child conceived by rape would suffer?
But as it is,
You think that I'm going to rape you?
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that possible?
I see no good in anyone anymore.
Okay. I was... okay. I was... okay, okay. I was... okay. 2 people. Right?
Okay.
One of these days.
Soon, very soon.
Now.
But looks aren't everything.
It's just not me.
A small boy had an imaginary friend. He took her to the beach and they played in the sea. A man came from the water and took her away. The following morning, the body of a girl was found washed up on the beach.
What's that got to do with anything?
Clutching a fistful of sand.
Everything.
What's anything got to do with anything?
Nothing.
Exactly.
That's the worst of it.
Nothing.
Is this what it is? Is this it?
How much longer?
How many more times?
How much more?
Corrupt or inept?
I am nobody's windfall.
I'm sorry.
Go away.
Now.
Go away.
I'm sorry.
Go away.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
What for?
Have you ever raped anyone?
I'm sorry I'm following you. There's no worse things than being fat and 50,
Why not?
being dead in 30.
I'm the kind of woman about whom people say, who was that woman?
The question is, where do you live and where do you want to live?
Absence sleeps between the buildings at night.
Don't die.
This city, fucking love it. Wouldn't live nowhere else. Couldn't.
Where do you find it?
Where do I start?
A Japanese man in love with his virtual reality girlfriend.
You look reasonably happy for someone who's not.
Where do I stop?
Swords and turmoil.
Here.
I'm looking for a time and place free of things that crawl, fly, or sting.
Inside.
Here.
Be the one.
If she'd left,
I don't want to grow old and cold and be too poor to dye my hair.
you get mixed messages because I have mixed feelings.
I don't want to be living in a bed sit at 60, too scared to turn the heater on because I can't pay the bill.
What ties me to you is guilt.
I don't want to die alone and not be found till my bones are clean and the rent overdue.
I don't want to stay.
I don't want to stay.
I want you to leave.
If love would come,
Let it happen.
No,
it's leaving me behind.
No.
no,
Yes,
No.
Yes.
no.
yes.
Let me go.
I don't want to have to buy you Christmas presents anymore.
Just the name would be nice.
You're very naive if you think you still have those kind of choices.
My back aches.
My head aches.
My heart aches.
You shouldn't sleep next to the radiator.
Where should I sleep?
Do you want a massage?
Don't touch me.
I shouldn't be doing this.
One touch.
Will you get into trouble?
An isolated act.
No, I mustn't get attached.
It's only natural.
Seeing another human being in distress.
I just feel.
You asked me to seduce you.
Not tie me up.
Be grateful.
As a child, I liked to piss on the carpet. The carpet rotted, and I blamed it on the dog.
I'm unable to know you.
Don't want to know me.
Utterly unknowable.
Still here.
I need a child.
That's all?
It's everything.
That's all.
Many ni dis jepa ni ujep.
Mother,
The king is dead. Long live the king.
If it could be an act of love.
I can't remember.
Whose?
Anymore.
Why do you think that is?
My mind's a blank.
Why are you laughing?
Someone has died.
You think I'm laughing?
Why are you crying?
You're dead to me.
You think I'm crying?
I'll cry if you laugh.
You could be my mother.
I'm not your mother.
Baby.
No, 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 no.
Am I an unnecessary complication?
A sporadic addict.
No one but you.
Addicted to sickness.
It's not you, it's me.
It's always me.
I want to sleep next to you and do your shopping and carry your bags and tell you how much I love being with you, but they keep making me do stupid things.
It's not me, it's you.
Pointless fucking.
Timesheet.
6-month plan.
To play hide and seek, and give you my clothes, and tell you I like your shoes, and sit on the steps while you take a bath, and massage your neck, and kiss your feet, and hold your hand, and go for a meal and not mind when you eat my food, and meet you at Rudy's and talk about the day, and type up your letters, and carry your boxes, and laugh at your paranoia, and give you tapes you don't listen to, and watch great films, and watch terrible films, and complain about the radio, and take pictures of you when you're sleeping, and get up to fetch you coffee, and bagels, and Danish, and go to Florence and drink coffee at midnight, and have you steal my cigarettes and never be able to find a match, and tell you about the TV program I saw the night before, and take you to the eye hospital, and not laugh at your jokes, and watch you in the morning, but let you sleep for a while, and kiss your back, and stroke your skin, and tell you how much I love your hair, your eyes, your lips, your neck, your breasts, your ass, and sit on the steps smoking till your neighbor comes home, and sit on the steps smoking till you come home, and worry when you're late, and be amazed when you're early, and give you sunflowers, and go to your party and dance till I'm black, and be sorry when I'm wrong, and happy when you forgive me, and look at your photos and wish I'd known you forever, and hear your voice in my ear, and feel your skin on my skin, and get scared when you're angry, and your eye has gone red, and the other eye blue, and your hair to the left, and your face oriental, and tell you you're gorgeous, and hug you when you're anxious, and hold you when you're hurt, and want you when I smell you, and offend you when I touch you, and whimper when I'm next to you, and whimper when I'm not, and dribble on your breast, and smother you in the night, and get cold when you take the blanket, and hot when you don't, and melt when you smile, and dissolve when you laugh, and not understand why you think I'm rejecting you, when I'm not rejecting you, and wonder how you could think I'd ever reject you, and wonder who you are, but accept you anyway, and tell you about the tree angel enchanted forest boy who flew across the ocean because he loved you, and write poems for you, and wonder why you don't believe me, and have a feeling so deep I can't find words for it, and want to buy you a kitten I'd get jealous of because it would get more attention than me, and keep you in bed when you have to go, and cry like a baby when you finally do, and get rid of the roaches, and buy you presents you don't want, and take them away again, and ask you to marry me, and you say no, again, but keep on asking, because though you think I don't mean it, I do always have from the first time I asked you, and wander the city thinking it's empty without you, and want what you want, and think I'm losing myself, but know I'm safe with you, and tell you the worst of me, and try to give you the best of me, because you don't deserve any less, and answer your questions when I'd rather not, and tell you the truth when I really don't want to, and try to be honest, because I know you prefer it, and think it's all over, but hang on in for just 10 more minutes before you throw me out of your life and forget who I am, and try to get closer to you, because it's beautiful learning to know you, and well worth the effort, and speak German to you, badly, and Hebrew to you worse, and make love with you at 3 in the morning, and somehow,
This has to stop, 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 this has to stop.
Don't they understand? I've got important things to do.
It's getting worse.
I am lost. So fucking lost in this mess of a world.
You wanted him yesterday.
What will I do when you throw me away?
Listen,
Look,
listen, I'm here to remember. I need to remember. I have this grief and I don't know why.
You're always gorgeous, but you're particularly gorgeous when you come.
That violent, terrified, paralyzed child.
As she gets more and more angry, off come more and more clothes. As it gets less and less likely she'll let me anywhere near her.
I have a bad feeling about this bad feeling.
I am so lonely. So fucking lonely.
I didn't
I don't.
understand.
Control. Relax and control.
It is this woman with the desolate eyes for whom I would die.
Her hair is white, but for some reason, perhaps because her hair is white, I have no idea how old she is.
Sunny landscapes, pastel walls, gentle air conditioning.
I keep trying to understand, but I don't.
I look at the large beige Hessian cushion, try to connect, try to decipher myself woven into the clean blank fabric.
When does it stop?
And then at the paisley green cushion, a thoroughly inappropriate cushion to represent any part of me, especially the parts I'm showing to her.
Do you have the difficulty in relationships with men?
Busy, happy, busy, happy, busy, happy.
Do you have relationships with men?
The only thing I want to say I've said already, and it's a bit fucking tedious to say it again, no matter how true it is, no matter that it's the one unifying thought humanity has.
How can you leave me like this?
My grief has nothing to do with men. I'm having a breakdown because I'm going to die.
Long before I had the chance to adore all of you, I adored the bits of you I could see.
The woman with dragon eyes.
Blue into green.
All blue.
I don't have music. Christ, I wish I had music. But all I have is words.
Du bist die Liebe meines Lebens.
Don't cut me out.
Something inside me that kicks like a bastard.
A dull ache in my solar plexus.
Gag for a fag.
Have you ever been hospitalized?
Pain by association.
I need a miracle to save me.
What for?
Insanity.
Anorexia. Bulimia.
Whatever.
No.
Never.
Sorry.
The truth is simple.
I'm evil. I'm damaged. And no one can save me.
Death is an option.
I disgust myself.
Depression's inadequate. A full-scale emotional collapse is the minimum required to justify letting everyone down.
The coward's way out.
I don't have the courage.
I think about you.
Dream about you.
Talk about you.
Can't get you out of my system.
It's okay.
I like you in my system.
No performance is needed.
One fine morning in the month of May,
No, that's not it.
you could be my mother.
I'm not your mother.
I have this guilt, and I don't know why.
Only love can save me, and love has destroyed me.
A field, a basement, a bed, a car.
In a day or two, I'll go back for another affair. Although the affair is now so ongoing, it almost constitutes a relationship.
Go on.
If you don't want me to come, I won't come. You can say. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it's better to say. Then I'll know. So,
Beyond the pale.
Beyond the pain.
Choose, focus, apply.
I fancy my chances.
I buy a new tape recorder and blank tapes.
I always do.
I have old ones that will do just as well in actuality, but the truth has little to do with actuality. And the point, if there is one, is to record the truth.
I am so tired.
I crave white on white and black, but my thoughts race in a glorious technicolor, prodding me awake, whipping away the warm blanket of invisibility every time it swears to smother my mind and think.
Most people,
They get on.
they get up.
They get on.
My hollow heart is full of darkness.
One touch record.
Filled with emptiness.
Satisfied with nothing.
One touch.
Record.
My bowel curls at his touch.
Poor, poor love.
I feel nothing. Nothing. I feel nothing.
I came back.
If she'd left,
I'm going to die.
This abuse has gone on long enough.
maggots everywhere.
There's no one like you.
Whenever I look really close at something, it swarms with white larvae.
Black holding him.
I open my mouth and I too am full of them, crawling down my throat.
Something happened.
So aghast.
I try to pull it out, but it gets longer
Nothing spectacular.
I keep coming back.
A horror so deep only ritual can contain it.
Express it.
Explain it.
Maintain it.
This is Brujos que me matan.
The navy denim dress I wore at 6, the elastic red and blue belt tied around my waist, nylon socks, hard crust of scabs on my knees, the metal barred climbing frame between my legs, David.
No.
I cannot love you because I cannot respect you.
Clean slate, long love.
I was catching a plane. A psychic predicted that I would not get onto this flight, but that my lover would. The plane would crash and he would be killed. I didn't know what to do. If I missed the flight, I would be fulfilling the prophecy, so risking my lover's death. But in order to break the prophecy, I would have to get on the plane, which seemed destined to crash.
What did you do?
Begin again.
Begin again.
Purple heather scratching my legs.
Anything but this.
A handsome blonde 14-year-old, his thumbs hooked over his jeans, half exposing his buttocks, his blue eyes full of the sun.
Sick of it, man. I'm totally fucking sick of it.
What did you do?
Nothing. Nothing. I did nothing.
None of this matters because I'm simply not in love with you.
And I am shaking, sobbing with the memory of her, when she loved me, before I was her torturer, before there was no room in me for her, before we misunderstood. In fact, the very first moment I saw her, her eyes smiling and full of the sun, and I shudder with grief for that moment which I've been hurtling away from ever since.
Begin again. Begin again.
Move on.
I look at her breast.
A balloon of milk.
Sooner or later.
A bubble of blood.
One way or another.
Gurgling blood.
That is going into my mouth.
Thick, yellow blood.
My pain is nothing compared to hers,
But,
and this is crucial.
Don't say no to me.
I keep coming back.
You have this effect.
You can't say no.
Dark angel divine.
It's not him I want.
I fucking miss you.
It's my virginity.
I miss fucking you.
A 14-year-old to steal my virginity on the moor and rape me until I come.
One of these days.
Soon. Very soon.
Love you till then.
And after?
I have children, the men come. I am fighting, but they take them. I realize the men, they came, they said in the night, they said,
Don't say no to me. You can't say no to me because it's such a relief to have love again and to lie in bed and be held and touched and kissed and adored. And your heart will leap when you hear my voice and see my smile and feel my breath on your neck. And your heart will race when I want to see you, and I will lie to you from day one and use you and screw you and break your heart because you broke mine first. And you will love me more each day until the weight is unbearable and your life is mine and you will die alone because I will take what I want and walk away and owe you nothing. It's always there, it's always been there, and you cannot deny the life you feel. Fuck that life, fuck that life, fuck that life. I have lost you now.
got me.
Now I have found you, I can stop looking for myself.